going on, guys? One sec. Oh, all right. How's it going, everyone? Oh, man. What's going on, guys? One sec. If you have any questions, anything you want me to talk about, post it in the chat, and I'll start going over it. I'm just kind of chilling right now. Anything y'all want to cover, again, just put it in to the chat, and we will start going over some stuff. I had another video I wanted to post tonight, but I actually finished editing it at 9:30, so I don't want to post it at 10:30. I wouldn't be able to go live either, so we're here. Spinning off itself. Thoughts on Genius? I'm not a huge Genius fan. It's at a really big support though. So looking at the chart, a few things look decent on it. So if we're looking, this definitely hot area right here. You love to see that. This is a pretty strong. We could maybe dip down to 197 overall, so it doesn't look bad either. I like this. I do like this area. It doesn't look bad. I just don't like the Genius brand. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know anything about them, to be honest. It seems like it's like a lot of people that get new in stocks, they talk about Genius. I have a friend who just started investing, and it's one of the ones that some of his friends, I guess, told him to buy. And so it's just I don't really know nothing about them. I think Shaq owns some. So that's the only thing I know. How are you feeling about the open call for 219? I'm not in Open Door anymore. I've been out of Open Door for a long time. So at this range, I mean, you're near those all-time highs already. I can't believe you didn't sell at 38 if you still had it. It doesn't look bad holding this, this local high here. It still looks good. Market could just go either way come Tuesday morning, sorry. So that's interesting. CCIV though, man, I need to make a CCIV video tomorrow, just giving an update on the stock. Really crazy movement, what we saw from CCIV. I mean, I mentioned this repeatedly, so I said it was probably going to happen. Super risky play, but it happened. So that's the crazy part. Still bullish on LAC. Yeah, I still like LAC a lot. I can go look at the chart as well. Only thing that's kind of down right now that I have some UVXY also, but UVXY was kind of just a hedge either way, so I wasn't concerned no matter what it did. But overall, I still like LAC. Man, I said I was gonna trade Exxon coming into the day, and I ended up not trading Exxon, so that's pretty rough. But looking at this range, I mean, I should have bought more. I should have stacked up more, but you can see the support here, just pure area of just solid support. I should have rebought. I should have bought more at this range, even though we're below VWAP. I still love it. Looking at OBV breaking these local highs, looks really strong. Tuesday morning, I want to see volume kick in. I want to see a push basically to that level in the OBV, which has us probably pushing to 20. 24, 25, maybe higher. This right here is what I'm watching though. I don't know if we can break through this level up here, 24 to 24.5. So that's gonna be interesting to watch. So we're gonna want to watch that pretty heavily, and see how lithium stocks do, and can EV get a little push. EV does look strong. We got Tesla looking strong, Neo, Hyliion, all these EVs looking really great. Will you buy into AMC if AMC gets the dip that we want? I didn't really watch it today. Definitely still getting that sideways downward pressure. Really, really weird movement today, to be honest. We got to push to $6 almost, but overall just sideways movement coming down. I think it's going to get some downward pressure. I think it's a good play though. If you look at the short interest numbers on something like, I don't have the fin, or I should have bookmarked it. On AMC and GME, AMC looks terrible. The numbers on AMC look awful. The short interest, but like I said, it's probably falsified. So that's worth noting. You definitely should take that into account that those numbers are highly falsified. GameStop looks really good. Still at 78% short interest. That's still super, super high. It's like basically what AMC was at in the previous. So that's worth noting. I definitely think AMC could potentially have some of those runs left in it. We'll have to wait and see. But, I mean, it's not like something hot on the market that I'm willing to trade. CPSH, pretty much the top. I mean, this thing is, doing amazing. On the after hours, like before close, it was like 26.30 range. It was pushing all-time highs again. So, interesting going into next week. I definitely think we're going to start getting that push up on CPSH. Definitely going to break this $30 marker, pushing to $36-$38 overall. I think possible to go above 40. I mean, honestly, this is going to be a nice play. Keep shooting the stocks you guys want to look at. As long as the chat's active, I'll stay on. If it starts dying down, I'll hop off. So make that the rule. I don't know if we're going to get too much action tonight on the stream. It's the only thing. Possibility we don't, just because it's Friday night, so I understand, but thought I'd be willing to do this. Where's my phone? That's not a charger. So APXT looking really strong as well. Pretty much opened the day flying to that big resistance we talked about, and then we held the month. This is basically as good as APXT could go going into today. This is absolutely crazy. So you can actually see the movement that we got. We pretty much got in at this level, gapped all the way up to 1510. Literally beautiful. Getting some pinball action, sideways flag, and now breaking back to that upside at the end of the day. It looks really strong. I expect to open up pretty strong come Tuesday morning if stocks look solid overall. What are your thoughts on SINs and MBIS? MBIS, I don't like playing. I don't. So if you're playing MBIS, you're playing it for the buyout. Like, they have solid fundamental. They have solid, like, their product works, everything like that. Fundamental wise, you don't really care, but you're buying them in hopes that you are in them when they announce a buyout, right? Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. So that part's interesting. I don't want to play a buyout position, right, when it's this ran up. I just don't see it. I think it's just risky at this point, so I'm not touching it. Chance it could run. Like I said, the tech is solid, product solid. Just don't want to touch. And then SINs, I'm not touching that one either. It's just flying. I think it has a little bit of downside. We'll see right now. No, it doesn't. Still at these highs, not touching. Have you looked at PayPal? Yeah, I looked at PayPal. It's just too high. It's just too high. Not gonna touch. I'm new to all this. Got into GameStop at 130. Was able to average down in the last 2 weeks, and finally sold some today, keeping the rest as a long-term investment. Solid job, man. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Have you ever looked at lots? Car dealerships are making record profits. This is not a new car dealer, but is in that space. Any opinion that would be appreciated? Yeah, it's a great. So right now, that's actually a good point. That this is a good point. So, the chart looks terrible, really bad. But I mean, possible bottoming, but it doesn't look that good. So people don't really realize this. So the housing market's really great because interest rates are so low. This also leads over into buying a car. Buying a car, it's like one of the best times possible right now to buy a car. So keep that in mind. I'm not playing this industry though. No, I'm not interested. Possible bottoming here. I just don't like it. Thoughts on Sundial? I would have exited around 350, even though it continued to get that run up. When we opened up this second day like this, I would have been out. There's no way in the world I would have stayed in there. So I don't think we're done yet coming down. Getting some sideways action here. Most likely get a push up and some trickling down. If I was going to re-enter, I would try to enter around this area. I don't think we even get that range touched, though. It's going to be pretty interesting. Maybe like a 1.4 range. I don't know. But right now, while it's still in the downtrend, I'm not touching. Awesome, Paul. Glad you made money. So yeah, Sundial, I mentioned it all the way till it started the slingshot action. So, but right now it's not that great. I'm probably probably all the videos tomorrow will be updates, and then I have one video about a stock pick going into tomorrow. So that one will be released tomorrow, but I'll probably release them all again at night like I did today. What do you think about Aero? I haven't looked into Aero yet. Someone mentioned them in the chat, in the Discord. He liked them a lot. They're kind of run up. I don't like trading stocks that already have run up. I like to catch them prior, right, to maximize profits on all ends. So I'll need to look into them though to see if they're worth the investment. And work, I like Slack. Valuation wise, right now, not a fan. But I know they're getting acquired, so possible upside. But I'm not touching here. Afria is looking very promising. I'm not a huge fan of Afria or weed stocks in general. The only reason why we traded Sundial or like Sundial was because it was so cheap and all the news behind it. And it was a short squeeze. That was 100% a short squeeze. We're at a support. Doesn't look great, though. Maybe we dropped down to 1267, so worth mentioning. Not a huge fan. Damn, dude, skip my comment twice. I'm out. Post it again. I mean, I'm reading everyone's. I'm not doing it on purpose. Guys, you got to stop being so sensitive. Everyone says the same thing. TMBR, I don't know what that is. It sounds like timber, the wood company. Timber pharmaceutical. I hate pharmaceuticals. You can look at, so with pharmaceuticals, I don't think charting really matters, to be honest. I think it really comes down to what's going on with the stock and the fundamentals behind it, and do they have, stuff possibly being passed by the FDA. So I would have to research these stocks. So they're therapeutics. I can't do nothing on them. And I recommend sending me an email with some of the news, and then I can give you an opinion on them. Biotech and other therapeutics or, medical companies. So those are hard to trade, guys. It's very, very difficult. Sitting below the weekly level, don't love it. But if it has the right fundamentals behind it, chance it runs. I can't Google them all right now and research that. But work is Slack. But yeah, so I'm not a huge fan. I know they're going to acquire it, so I don't think they have massive upside for them. Can you give us your top 3 stocks you're looking at some price points? So top three investment stocks that I like. BFT, NMGRF, and High Tide. Those are my 3 top picks. Short term, CPSH is the best one. So there's another one coming on the list, which I have mentioned, Momo. Basically a Chinese version of Tinder, but I like them a lot. Need to make a video on them. Haven't got into it yet. So those are all good ones. I like those all a lot. I think someone mentioned Arton last night on stream. Sub penny stock though. Subpar penny stock. Let's look. Is that right on? Yeah, right on. So this is no one mentioned them, but they sent me a DM about them, which was interesting. So if you want me to research a stock, and I will, I 100% will. What I recommend doing though is there's 2 ways to do it. If you do this first way, I will 100% look at it, because one, I'll respect you for putting in the work, because so any of my new videos, all you do is come over to any of the videos, the actual video, not a stream, and you just email this email right here. This is my YouTube email, optiondrops@gmail.com, and just give me this ticker, give me something about what they do, what they are, and then I'll go from there. You don't need to send me articles, and you can send me articles. I'll read them 100%. But just tell me what they do. That's it. You just say it's right. So what the guy basically did with Right On, he put RTON, ticker symbol. Sent me I think he sent me a link to read about him, and then he also said kind of like a cannabis stock, kind of a CBD company. The end. Right. I was automatically going to it because of being he said cannabis stock, so automatically I assumed it was Afria, Tilray, something like that. But it's not. I actually like what they're doing. It's really interesting. So they're one of the bigger names here in Texas, with and I say bigger, they're a penny stock, but it's funny because I see them quite a bit. They're like the CBD cigarettes. Super interesting. So I've seen them a lot in Texas, so I actually do like them. But how they shift their business model is the most interesting part. So that's what you should do. Go to any of my videos, do that, or you can come over here, which I might not read this. This is the riskier place. Come over here, comment a stock you want me to research. I have some downtime. That's the time. Anyways, just post a comment right here. So sometimes I won't read these comments. I haven't actually looked at these comments today. I was just busy. But the email I check quite often. So someone asked, "Did you do HDMC?" And I actually made a video on them today, so it's worth mentioning. Clove, I researched them as well. Haven't done this one yet. Right On did that one. Haven't. I mean, I know what Etsy is. Haven't done AMPH. So I like researching these stocks because it helps me find good plays. You know what I mean? So like I don't mind. I'm always researching stocks anyway. So. Can you explain pros and cons of spread betting stocks? I don't bet on spreads. Nope. Don't use them. Don't use it. Debit spreads, credit spread, anything like that. Nope. Don't use them. Long-term ETF, if you got any. I don't like the cannabis one, so I'll tell you that first. So, a while back, I would have told you XLE, but XLE has definitely seen a massive run up. I think going into summer, it's still a great play though. I think I liked XLE at this point right here. This is when I really liked it, like at 37. So that was a great play. But I think going into summer has a lot of room. Going into next week, XLE is going to be massive. But the play here, in my opinion, isn't going to be XLE. It's going to be ExxonMobil. I think ExxonMobil has a massive room to run. I was a little bit cautious, didn't enter it at the end of the week, but I'm most likely going to enter it next week. So I think we're going to get a break up, retest, and boom, slingshot. And really test some new local highs. Probably have room to run $54, $55 next week, maybe even higher. This was actually one of the biggest stocks I was looking at on the past week. I can't believe I didn't get into it, so it's frustrating, but it is what it is. So I think Exxon, it's not an ETF, but its ETF is going to do well, which is energy. Dude, I really think you're underestimating the fundamentals of cannabis. Personally, I don't think I am. I'm not being conceited, but if you look at the best example is to look at Canada, right? Look at the top producing cannabis companies in Canada, right? So that's what you should do because that's where it's legal. You know, that's where is America a bigger market than Canada? Yes, 100% it's a bigger market, right? We can all agree on that. But the fundamental facts that you should be looking at is how much are these companies making, how much will it be regulated, how much will be taxed, how expensive will it be taxed, the competition, that's going to be a big part, like how much competition will there be, you know, that's what you really need to focus on. Will there be one clear-cut winner? Probably not when it comes to cannabis. It's going to be a huge competitive market, so be careful with that. And that's why you see a lot of these cannabis companies not particularly doing well. Like, and they're doing well now because of the whole legalization stuff, but as a long-term investment, not a fan. This is just me though. Like I could be wrong. It's just not my niche, not what I like. That's just me. How I invest. Not a huge fan. What do you think about the 3D printing ETFs? I don't know any of the 3D printing ETFs. I was informed about Desktop Metal, 3D DDD ticker, 3D whatever, 3D company or whatever it's called. I just never got into those. It didn't interest me. TBLT, it's just all you. I'm not trying to ignore anyone, so if I miss your thing, just repost it. I'll try to get to it. Sitting at a really big support. I don't love it though, and this is like a construction brand, but I don't love it. I don't. I mean, even though it's at a big support, I don't like it that much. Yeah, CPSH is looking really good. Performing great. Michael Nadell. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that the industry is going to make money. What I'm saying is how much is the government going to tax it? You need to look at the fundamentals behind the company and how profitable these ones are in Canada. That's what you should look at. Look at the fundamentals of the Canadian cannabis stocks and how they're doing, right? That's why the one that I like the most, High Tide, they don't focus on the wholesale of cannabis. That's not their business model. They own and they buy out these smoke shops and these higher end shops that are already profitable, but that's not the core of their business, right? So I think it's a profitable sector to be in, but you got to do your due diligence to find a profitable company that you want to look at. So, that's the dangerous part there. No, I'm not arguing. This is a good conversation. This is a good conversation. Thoughts on NIO and Tesla? I love NIO. NIO's about to break all-time highs. Frustrating day though. This was a frustrating day. So, entered some NIO calls around this range, not on the $1,000 challenge account. I didn't have it going at that point. This is where we entered. We got a bump up to like 61.20, and then we dropped back down. I still think it looks good. It's setting up for a great move. So, That's not to say the cannabis market isn't going to do good. I think that people are just they're hyping it up more than it is. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Pentagram Industries, interesting name. Thoughts on Denison Mines? They are a uranium mining company, and their earning calls in March. So my friend has been telling me nonstop about uranium plays. I kind of haven't been listening, and I think I need to start listening. So my gut tells me these uranium plays are nice plays, very cheap stock, $1.11. This seems right on my alley. Like these mining companies, I think buying them at these cheap ranges are really, really lucrative. So these ranges are nice. You know, what worries me though is that we haven't seen these local highs at this range. Look at so we have actually, sorry, whoops. A long time ago. This is interesting. I like that we saw a big dip today, which is nice. Maybe it's a dangerous play. It's a dangerous play. How did we perform last earnings? Bad. Good. We'll see. Probably wouldn't play earnings. It seems kind of risky. Thoughts on VXRT? Do you think it's possible that the 2018 bubble just ruined cannabis in a lot of people's eyes, the same way people avoid crypto who got burnt? I don't think so. VXRT. I don't like it. I hate it, to be honest. Massive run up, just trending sideways at the bottom. I mean, we're getting some consolidation, probably see some upside. I don't like it though. I need to look into. I don't know anything about them. Biotechnology company. I don't really like them. Thoughts on Zone XOM? I feel like I looked at this one the other day. I don't know what are they. No idea what they are. Chart doesn't look that great though. Let's just drop the cannabis arguments though. Like, I think there's gems to be found. I just think that 8 out of 10 plays won't do great. I think majority of the market won't do as people expect. You know what I mean? Tell our thoughts on the general market. It looks like it's going to keep going up and seems like it's going to keep going. Yes, that's what it looks like right now. We got that crazy push at the end of the day. I pretty much stopped trading at like noon. I got positions and I just like stopped trading. I just went to the gym, just kind of took the day off. It was really nice to just take time off, to be honest, to get away from the charts and Discord and stuff like that. So we got this major move up, and then kind of like the plays we had didn't really start taking off, which was crazy. Now BNGO, CPSH stock plays we had did well. APXT, those did well. But I'm talking NEO and some of the other stock, you know, LAC didn't really go up from there. So that was interesting that we didn't get those pushes on those. But overall, I think the market does look bullish, strangely enough, which is so weird. Zom, man. So I mentioned this maybe this morning, yeah. So we had some crazy movement. So we had this double top, and then we were kind of holding this trend, which was crazy. Made out a lower low. That's not good. But holding the VWAP, so it still looks, you know, I'm so optimistic on this play. I'm not in it, though. So I'm not in it, so that's worth mentioning. I'll probably make a video on them going over some fundamentals and stuff like that. I don't see the catalyst for them to keep going up besides releasing a new product, but I don't see it pushing the market to crazy highs. Not a great big fan here. So it doesn't look bad though. It's holding the view up, wants to keep going. That's the crazy part. OBV definitely has room to go up as well. Do you think Tesla's a good buy at 790? It's hard to say. I'm not a huge Tesla trader. That's one thing about me. Looking at the chart though, don't love it. It's below the monthly open. I don't like this. Probably opens up bearish. That does not look good actually. Wow. OBV though looks like it bottomed out, that does look good. But besides that, that's on AEZS. I've seen a lot of questions about this. Someone actually commented. And I should have done my research on this company, but I have not yet. So let me go blow my nose. Looks really good. What is this company? Okay, guys, let's look at this company really quick because this chart looks amazing. I love it. Probably one of the best charts we've seen so far. Probably this is the best chart we've seen so far. Thank you for saying. So whoever said that, Gabriel Brocho, awesome. Thank you so much. That was a great one. I think you're the guy. Did you get mad earlier? No. That was someone else. Great call out. Let's look at this stock. Spans orphan drug development pipeline with target. I don't know what they do. Dang it. This is going to take a long time to read about. Crap. This sucks. I'm going to spend time reading up on them. But the chart looks great. The chart looks fantastic. Here, one sec, guys. I'm going to go blow my nose real quick. Man, I feel like I'm kind of getting sick, but we'll see. So wait one sec. I'm going to go get blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back in like 1-2 minutes. Watch an ad. Support your boy. Oh, we're back. Okay. And make sure you hit that like button. It does really help the channel, so I appreciate if you hit that like button. Appreciate the love. So, talk about AMC for next week. I knew it was coming. Okay, so let's talk about AMC. I'll talk about AMC. I'll subside to peer pressure. Oh, I popped my ears. That sucks. Okay, so looking at AMC, you can see the doodle. I see downside. Sideways. Low. This is a lower low right there. It's lower low. Maybe double buy. I think we pushed down to 470, 480 right there. Possibly get a bounce from that range. But it's worth noting that, and it's hard to really say because this short interest, and I feel like everyone's saying it, but it's manipulated. Like, you don't know what's really there. So this sideways downward action is probably going to continue. I think under 450, it's a longer term buy. Buy the stock, just hold it. We might see some crazy action, acquisition news as well. So keep an eye out for that. Like, it's worth noting though, it can't be acquired until 2022. It'll just be rumors up until that point. No actual signed done deal. So keep that in mind. But overall, I don't love it. I think there's downside. The technicals all point to downside. There's no bullish news. The volume's dying down on it as well. There's nothing good. I fell for AMC FOMO. I'm holding until January 2020 at this point. Muncher, full send, more power to you. I'm sorry for your loss. Any other plays, guys? Anything else you want me to look at? Oh, my ear. Crap. BFT. Mentioned this one a while back, a few days ago on the live. This was a great buy at this range. What a play. Shell. Actually, I never trade Shell. I usually just trade Exxon. What's the indicator for Shell? I don't know the indicator. I have no idea. What is Shell? You gotta tell me what Shell is. I have no idea. Dude, that's a great question. SWN, OEG. Let's get OEG. It's an energy company, I think. Trending sideways. Oh man. I like it, but it's too new, right? So I don't know if this consolidation is good. We could definitely be breaking down. Who knows? I don't love it though. I don't. Sorry. Also, I do think energies can go down. Clean energies. Good morning, bro, from London. God bless. Southwestern Energy. You like energy? I like what you're doing. Good uptrend. Holding VWAP. VWAP looks really strong as well. OBV doesn't look the greatest. You want to see that uptick? I don't like it either. Got rejected from this level. You don't like to see that. Would you buy a potential future Starlink IPO? I think Elon has a great track record as you. Yeah, so anything with Elon is going to be great. Like, honestly, great guy. Super innovative. Yeah, that dude's legit. Him and Chamath, those are my boys. Elon's probably better than Chamath for sure, but I'm a big Chamath fan. RDSB. Yeah, I've never traded them. Probably because their ticker name. Is this Shell oil? Yeah, it is. Royal Dutch Shell. Wow. Interesting chart too. Wow. Weird. Huh. It's gonna have trouble breaking through this range. Definitely gonna have trouble. So I don't like it. I like Exxon more than this one. Jemiah's hi Tyler. Thoughts on Momo? It's a social networking platform in China. Yes, I love Momo. I need to make a video ASAP. They're one of my favorite long-term plays. I love them. They're not really. They are social media, but it's like Chinese Tinder, I believe. So it's really cool what they're doing. A lot of cool stuff there. I wish I would have got some this morning, but I don't know how I want to play it. I don't know. Like, I wanted a dip. We're not getting one. It's a struggle. Elon's different and barely Chamath, but I like both of them. Yeah, exactly. Yep. What's your thoughts on Comstock mining, bro? It's going up and it will stay. I'm new to 212, bro. I don't know anything about Comstock mining. I wish I did. I'm getting a lot of questions about these guys. I just don't know anything about them. Cheap stock. I need to research about them. You know, getting some really nice sideways action. I do love that. If we can get above 226 range, I would long it. But for now, I don't love it. Do you like the Bumble? I love the Bumble IPO. I don't think people realize the data that comes on these apps. We are underestimating the data because I guess we don't have a stock like that where we can, we don't understand how much it sells for. So I think the Bumble IPO is probably, this is a bold statement. It's the best, this is bold, but I think it's the best social media stock investment that there is in America right now. If I had to pick between going into Facebook, Twitter, or what are their social media? What's other social media? I guess we can say Pinterest, Snapchat, those, Etsy maybe even. I would pick Bumble right now. It's expensive right now. Granted, it probably dips. I'm happy you made money, Paul. But I seriously think Bumble's going to perform, and I think people are underestimating the data and how much that data is worth, guys. I'm telling you, data is the hottest commodity in America and probably in the world. What are your thoughts on OCGN? It's too ran up. Don't like it. I think I'm not a FOMO trader, guys. That's not how I trade. You're gonna notice that from how my channel works. So yeah, I don't love it. It could continue up. It could. It's had that kind of flaggish action, bottoming out on the support. I just don't like it. Yeah. AITX. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think I liked it. Yeah, I did. One sec. Let me DM this to my friend. Get him to look at it too. We kind of make lists back and forth to each other, so this helps us for sure. So don't forget. Man, it's like, I'm struggling to breathe right now. ZKIN is something no one should ever do. What? It's something no one should ever do due diligence and should never buy it. Nope, no one's ever. What is ZKIN? I don't know what it is. Huge uptrend, I'll tell you that. Dwight Howard from the Philadelphia 76ers. What is a company? I don't know what this is. What is this company? The manufacturing engineer high performance stainless steel products. It's Broad. Is this the right company? I don't even know. Yeah, it is. Patent pipe fitting products are marketed and distributed. We promote our brand through sales after trade uniforms. It said Dwight Howard, so I was interested. Pipes? I don't get it. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Tyler, take the SOS. It's basically a big crypto mining company, I believe. I, if I'm gonna invest in crypto, I might as well just go buy like leverage. You know what I mean? Just leverage some crypto positions. So, because it just follows Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So, those are really dangerous plays right now. Because like if let's say Bitcoin takes a retracement, those are all gonna dump really hard because they're running up so heavy. So, just be careful with those positions. I try to only trade Mara if I'm trading anything. If I'm swinging crypto plays. According to Bumble website, they claim that they don't sell private data. Well, and that's the question. What's private and what's not private data? You know what I mean? Is your location private? Is that what's considered private? Is what you say to people, is that private? You know, that's the question of what defines private. Now, if their website says we don't sell any of your data, then okay. But if it says private data, then that's where it's like, okay, well then what classifies as private data? So that's a really big thing that I think you guys really need to like look on, because that's the game changing part. And I know for a fact Momo in China, like they have like no rules on like privacy. They're like screw privacy. We're going full send on all your data. So thoughts on Lee American Lithium Company. Ooh, interesting. What is that? Is that Lee or is that LAC? Lee. No, this one. Okay. Huh. So lithium took a little bit of dump. End of the day. We all know because I was in LAC. So I'll show you LAC because I'm in LAC. So I like it. I like LAC. I think it still has upside. I think it's a buy here. I didn't push in more. The only reason why I did not push in more, here is because we're doing the $1,000 challenge. That's the reason I didn't push more money in here. Is because I don't want to over leverage, and I'm trying to teach the risk management aspect. You know, but I really like this LAC play going into next week, and they're gonna be even cheaper. So there's a high possibility if we're up heavy on CPSH, we may sell. Although my gut's telling me to say, no, we're not going to do that, and we're just going to play how we're playing it now. And then maybe like we sell at the end of the week. I think we should sell CPSH on the end of the week coming up. We should wait as long as possible. I think there's massive moves coming up for it. And we're already up pretty nice on that play on the accounts. That's really helping the portfolio grow right now. So we're going to have to see. But I love these lithium plays. LAC is a great buy. LI is a great buy too at this point. But I think LAC is a better buy, personally. What's your opinion on SOS? Biomarker opens or wait for dip? So, like I said, so this is the same thing. So, LAC, whatever you're talking about. I mean, SOS, Mara, Riot. They're all following Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is scaled for a very good weekend. By the way, guys, my prediction was by Sunday we give a 50K push, and when I said that, we were around 44K. We were down here. So we're about 2,300 away. I think it's very possible we see that 5K push here on 50K push on Bitcoin. If that happens, SOS, Riot, Mara, they're all going to do very, very well. So you can put those in say an ETF, whatever you want to say, right, or a little box. They're all going to perform the same and go up. So it's all reliant on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is primed for a great weekend. Huge news, the Apple Pay news, Miami news, New York coming possibly as well. So all those doing very well. I'm not touching though. Too risky. Thoughts on HDMC? Just made a video. I just made a video on those guys. So just got here. Have you addressed the tweets by Vanguard after they bought heavily into AMC? If not, your thoughts. Okay, so I did it. Today's the first day in a while I haven't made an AMC update. I didn't think anyone really wanted it. I feel like those are kind of getting old. Do you guys want those AMC update videos? Let me ask that first. Do y'all want those updates? Because I feel like you asked those questions here. So I don't want to like just waste people's time and blow your accounts up, your YouTube accounts up with another AMC video every single day. I mean, I'll make them if y'all want them, but I kind of thought y'all were getting a little tired of them. So tell me what you want now. But I'll go over right now my thoughts on AMC. But make sure you type in the chat what about AMC. Do you want those daily videos? Yada, yada, yada. So AMC. I still think we have downside, especially looking at the chart. We're having this purple lines right here. This is a big resistance now. We are getting pushed under, not holding it, moving sideways, and definitely making lower lows. And this higher low right here, this higher high was terrible. This is a terrible action. I think coming into Monday, there's definitely a possibility for a push under 4.8 to 4.7. At that point, I'm excited for buys around that range. I think there's good value there, and we start to get a bounce. I don't think we start seeing positive movement in this stock until that short interest is released. Now, the comments about Vanguard. There's big players buying in. Yes, 100%. And Wanda hasn't sold off yet. They just converted those stocks. So whenever they're ready to sell, they're probably willing to sell now. They're just waiting for that time. So take that into account as well. So if you're doing a $10 push, maybe Wanda sells. Keep that in the back of your mind. So looking at this play, I think Vanguard sees the potential and they see the manipulation in the market. I don't think they're buying into what's going on. I think that a lot of retailers are backing out. And like I'm saying now, if you've been holding the whole time, what's the point of selling at this point? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the bottom we dropped to is maybe $3. Like, let's say we dropped to $3. I don't. That's still pretty low on AMC, but you know, that's like the bottom for me. So what's the point of selling at this point? You know what I mean? There's just, if you're at $10, I could say, okay, like if you got it at 16 and you sold at 10, okay, I could see the value, but like you're already at $6 now. What do you like? You know what I mean? You might as well just see what happens, you know. So be careful. Yeah, Tuesday. I'm sorry. I know I misspoke. I've been saying in all my videos Tuesday, so don't attack me. So why would big money buy high? What are you talking about? They didn't really. Well, they don't think they bought high. But I'm just saying there's a possibility it would come down. All right. Let's say what ifs, right? Right. I'm tired of AMC, but I'm holding hard. But I want my fat return. So that's the possibility here. I think at 4.7, 4.8, that's just what the chart's telling me, right? We could obviously hold above. We cannot touch that range. It looks like we're going to get that touch. And I really, really like this touch of this little blue box. Maybe a little bit higher. Like the 4.7, 4.8 range. That's what I'm looking for. From there, I think it's a nice buy. Super low risk to reward. I mean, the risk is definitely outweighed by the reward at that point. So that's my thoughts. So I like AMC more than GameStop. And another thing worth noting is looking at the short interest on GameStop. That's 78%, right? 78 is still super high. That's what AMC was at last month. You know, I don't think AMC went from 78% down to 15.7. That logically doesn't make any sense. So keep that into account also. Yes. Okay, everyone's saying make AMC videos. Was talking to my friend about Beyond. Any thoughts? Beyond Meat, a solid company, long-term good growth. Love the company. I actually think it's actually pretty good. Kind of crazy. So I do actually think it's good. By the way, guys, I appreciate hitting the like button. It helps out tremendously. I appreciate the support. Post your stocks you want me to look at in the chat. I'm gonna play an ad, but post all your stocks in the chart you want me to look at. Oh my god. SPY going to 400. SPY looks really strong. It does look really strong. Crazy enough. Okay, what do I think about CCIV? I would assume that's what you're talking about. But let me start from the top. SBE and Clove. I'll do SBE. Retype the stock I'm going to look at next. So SBE switchback. I've been talking about these clean energy plays, and this is kind of a renewable energy play. It's the charging stations. I like it. I think it has room to go down though. So this right here is a big resistance right there, right? This is what I'm watching for. I think we're gonna get rejected here, come back down a little bit. I don't know where I'm buying yet. It's consolidating, but it looks like it has downside. If we get back above this $38 range, then we start buying. But overall, clean energies, I'm being a little conservative right now. I think they do have room to go down. They've had such a massive January month. February could look, pullback / consolidation, so it's worth noting. CCIV was one I know. I mean, I've been talking about this. I mentioned in the last video. So 2 videos ago on CCIV, I mentioned 27 was a buy. Then I made another one saying that we were going to get another all-time high push. I believe we're like at $31 range, 32. And now we're getting that range push. I think $45. I said in the video it's going to happen. $45 is incoming. We're at $40 at the end of the day. Very, very strong. So just a strong stock. What about Sundial? Sundial, already talked about it as well. You can go watch my video. What I'm saying in the video, I'm not going to change my opinion on. So when I made the video, this is where we were. We were short squeezed, yada, 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 getting that short squeeze. And then boom, we took off to the moon, right? Went to $4. Crazy. I mentioned if we got this extremely volatile movement, you need to take profits. That was my statement, that this is not safe once it starts getting extremely volatile. That's when we need to pull out of this position once it starts getting crazily volatile, because once it starts getting these slingshot moves up, it typically retraces very, very hard after those movements, which is what happened there. So take that into account. But it's still going to look solid come Tuesday morning because it held above that $1 range for 10 days. Congratulations if you're a long-term holder. This is looking pretty positive. High tide is the play. I agree, Racer. I agree. I've been saying that for a while. I heard Philip Morris confirmed at AMC so in the latest shareholder meeting, saying it's accounted for AMC court date. That's awesome. That's why I was bullish on them as well. AMC. That's what I like about them. Winning a court case is huge. High tide, love it. You guys know I love high tide. One of my favorite. Fuel cell. I definitely think this is priced high. Definitely. But we're maintaining these highs. That's the crazy part. I want to see a pullback. I'm not touching until we start seeing some type of pullback. So keep that in mind. I don't know what to say there. Not touching this right now. It looks strong though. That's what's crazy. Rachel in Sundial said what's ceiling. I agree with you about high tide. High tide is the wave. OCGN, don't like it. I hate OCGN. I'm not a fan. Sorry. IPOE, that's SoFi, right? Love it. BNGO, we made a video on it. Obviously bullish. Go watch the BNGO video. We caught it before this giant move. XPEV, I said it would follow Neo. Interesting action that we're getting now. So I was watching this on the live. This looks really good. This looks solid. So they announced really good sales numbers for January, which accounted for this move all the way to 51. I think this is a buy where it's at now. I think Neo's pushing to all-time highs as well. These all look very good. CCV is the new Churchill stock. Started about a week ago. I haven't looked at them yet. Sorry. Blackberry. We're doing pretty quick rundowns right now. I'm talking so fast. Blackberry looks okay, sitting above the VWAP. Maybe get a push to. I think there's limited upside. So maybe a 13.8, maybe a 14.6, but we're gonna get rejected from one of these. I don't think we pushed through both of them. Clove. I looked into them. So interesting. It's probably a good buy because they are pushed so far down because of the legal issues and stuff like that. The fact that Chamath is behind them makes me love them. So I think long term, this is something you're looking at on a long term perspective, not a short term. So if you're okay holding, great stock to hold. ATOS is moving back up. What is ATOS? My friend, I think, mentioned that one as well. Doesn't look bad. For confirmation, it wants to hold above $4. I don't know if you enter here, it's okay. I think you just got to be careful with the $4 range. Maybe you want to wait till it breaks above to really hold that position. But once we break above, it looks solid. So probably what you see is some movement to here, a little rejection, and maybe a breakup and then a retest. So you could potentially buy it open, play, sell here, and then play until it breaks above, and then rebuy here. That's the safest way to play it, but it's a lot of work. If you really like the company and what they're doing, then you could just hold. But therapeutics scare me a lot. No problem. I'm trying to get to everyone's questions as fast. You guys are just throwing them at me right now. TMBR, already talked about them. I don't love therapeutics. I'm not a fan. But yeah, it looks strong. Looks getting another breakout. I don't know. Sorry. I think you really need to know about like the fundamentals behind these companies and the news and what they have going on, the FDA approvals. And I just don't know about some of these companies, Guys, hit that like button, please. It really does help. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to not just talk hype stocks. I'm trying to give like really good stock plays. If you watched like the last 5 videos, they've primarily been about like upcoming stocks, and that's what I want to keep doing. But the challenging part about providing like these upcoming stocks is I don't get a lot of views, right? So like as you saw from like posting the AMC hype stuff, I don't want to do that. But that's like how like I make money though. So like, you know what I mean? So like I only could do so much charity work on YouTube, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate the likes. I appreciate everything, all the support. You guys give so much support, so I do appreciate it. And if I've ever left a bad taste in anyone's mouth, I'm sorry. Comment and show the hate in the chat, and I'll apologize. Crypto popping off. Guys, I mentioned this beginning of the week. I thought Bitcoin had a chance for 50K, and I still think 50K by Sunday. 50K by Sunday. Can I take a phone? I'm gonna take a phone break for a second. One ad, and then I'll keep going, guys. I need a small break. Little ad. I'm gonna check my Snap game. Talk to the honeys. We'll be back. All right. Actually, man, I'm gonna grab a Diet Coke really quick. My throat is like pretty dry. Literally like 3 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Give me a sec. I'm coming right back. I'm just gonna grab a Diet Coke, get myself refreshed. Rejuvenated. Diet Coke is the fountain of youth. So I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Make sure you hit the like button. It really does help. All right. Oh man, we lost some viewers. It's okay though. It's okay. You can't wait for daddy. It's okay. So I drink a lot of Diet Coke. It's the vice. So what are we talking about? Just show love, give shout outs to fellow YouTubers. It's not a zero-sum game. Rising tide lifts all boats. You're not in competition with the YouTubers. Give credit, my man. What do you mean give credit? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm confused. I don't know what that means. I don't want to use other people's channels to hype myself up. That's not how I am. So I will never do that. Ever. So let's keep going. Lionel Campos, good to have everyone. Just getting a drink. I'm gonna keep going through the list, like the chart slave that I am. All right, back to work. I'm gonna start with Christian Ventura Neo. So Neo, long term, love it. Short term, love it as well. I bought some call options at this level again. So we played it once. We played it right here. That's 58, like 7 range. Played it up to 61.7. Sold. Kept going. Sad times. Came back down. Bought it again at 59, like 4, give or take. Came up. Got excited, and it came back down. I still love what it's doing. I love Neo. Long term, solid. Short term, I still think it's gonna break up to 75 before summer. Next one. Sorry, I need to move kind of quick. Someone said Timber. I've already went over that one. Okay, Christian Ventura. That's where you were. Crypto next week is going to be like weed crash this week. So many people got killed. I don't think so. I think crypto's scaling and doing very, very well in the short term. And then a lot of people are, you know, accepting it as well, which is what it needed. But yeah, it needs to stabilize. That's what it needs to do. Altcoin season, baby. Joshua Dobby. I hope Neo corrects itself. Their cars are awesome. Their sedan is amazing. Cocaine and hookers make me proud. Wow, that was random. And then Racer said some random thing about show love. I don't know what you're talking about. But make sure you take profits in dollar cost average. It will burst hard when it does. What are you talking about? Oh, guys talking about crypto. Joshua Dobby. Remote data analyst. BXRX. BXRX. Doesn't look bad. Just looking at the chart, definitely a bull pennant. Looks strong. Like let's keep going. I'm not touching at this range. Big gap to fill to 260. Interesting. I would love to see if there's any news. If there's any news, please put in the chat. Do they have anything going on? Because I don't know anything about this company. Who had $5.50 puts on today in AMC? I did not. CTRM thoughts. I don't know nothing about the company. Lots of hype around this company though. So every YouTuber and their mom's making videos on them. I'm not. I just know nothing about them. So if you guys know anything about them, what's going on with them, I'm interested. But yeah, it's like a shipping company. I don't know. They have some news going on or something. I don't know. This is weird that we're getting this much movement. I don't like it here. I think it has downside. Diet Dew. I never could get into Diet Mountain Dew. And then my brothers used to always tell it made your peen shrink when I was little. So mentally, I have 4 brothers, so it just, you know, attacks my nervous system. When do you think high tide could see some movement? It's already saw a lot of movement from when we got in. So wheat stocks obviously pulling back a little bit, but I think high tide saw long term. It's one of those stocks you buy, you just leave alone. Just forget about it, and then look at it occasionally to see how much money you made. Do you have any tips for avoiding GFVs while day trading? GFVs? We talking about, Pickle Man? My brain isn't working right now. Stocks go up, Feds go burr, cash money gang gets left behind. Story of my life. Diet Coke not good for you, brother. Substitute with some lemonade, lemon water. Gah, lemon water. Well, nah, can't do it. Good question at the bottom, so I want to read it. First time investor here, and is 2,000 range a good number to spread with the possibility of catch of a good fish? In search of opinions, thanks. So, can't get financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor yet. So, 2,000 is a good number. So, you need to have realistic goals and, you know, an outlook to have. So, don't come into it thinking you're gonna make $10,000 in a month. You know what I mean? So, but you just really need to. I wouldn't spread yourself too thin. So I talked with someone and they had like $8,000 split between 25 different stocks. So, really narrow that down maybe to like $400 into 5 stocks that you really like. But you know, have stocks that you trust and then you can hold and then you're not worried about. You know what I mean? That's the point. They have cushion too. I'm gonna head out. Love your content. Love you too, brother. Love you too, Brady. Airbnb, not a fan. NNVC, I don't know any of these companies. That's a lot of coffee, man. You good? No, I'm just like, I'm really congested. You get the Kung flu? No, I think I actually had COVID last February. My mother and we were actually all take a family trip to New York during like not this past Christmas, the Christmas before. I ended up bailing, and then my mother, my sister, they all came back and we all saw each other and everyone got sick. So this is like before it all got announced. It was interesting. So I'll be fine. I'll probably go like to the steam room tomorrow, just relax, drink a lot of water. Typically that fixes me right up. Spending some time in the steam room. All right. Gold and silver, interesting plays. Gold and silver are pretty good plays. So silver had a lot of hype a few weeks ago, but now it doesn't. So it's probably a good play. Yeah, it's a good play. So this is interesting. So like right here, everyone was talking about silver short squeeze. You can't short squeeze silver. It's like very hard to do. They have a lot of stuff to prevent that type of stuff from happening. Sorry, whoops. So what you want to see here? This is what I want to see. I want to see a push above, then a retest. If we retest this area, 100, 1,000, 1,000%. This is where we buy. Make it very clear though. I'm not buying before this move. This move signals it's time to buy on the retest. You don't buy. Okay, so make this clear based on how I trade. I do not want to buy here. I want to wait to break up and then come down. Then I'm buying. Silver looks really good. Silver looks really, really good. Really, really good. Love it. Afria, not a fan. Any of those wheat stocks, I don't love. Fire. What is that fire stock? Is that a wheat stock? Yeah, I don't like it. These are all scary plays right now, guys. You're gambling. You're really gambling. Zom looks okay. All wheat stocks look the same, like they're going down. Besides, High Tide looks fairly decent. Zom is interesting. So I'm into this morning, potential double top 1-2. But then we were holding these higher lows, right? And then we kind of made a lower low here. But still moving up, holding the view up, looks strong. Interesting movement. I need to make a video on it, though. Average on Sundial, if you got in a $3 plus, don't sell. Yeah, $3 plus was crazy. So recommend watching the videos because I'll have more updates coming on Sundial. So be on the lookout for those. I also just want to compliment you and your channel. Many others I followed in the past feel like they're used car sellers and pushing their stocks, and I've actually gotten useful information. Awesome, Harper. I'm glad. Hey, Harper, I'm just curious. Are you the girl or the guy in that picture? Not like weird. I'm just curious. I think Harper is like a super attractive name for a girl. Weird. I don't know why. Super weird statement, but fun fact. Obviously can't tell what you look like, so it's not like a weird statement, but appreciate the compliment. TRCH. I think I looked at this one. Torchlight. It's an energy company. Yeah, it looks good. Don't. It was a buy. It was a buy probably around this range. These energy companies I'm not excited about. OBV here looks crazy. This looks like it's going to get a breakout. But, oh, well then, I guess Harper could be a hot name for a guy too. I've met a few hot Harpers. But yeah, the OBV looks really strong there. And a few hot female Harpers, not guy Harpers, but I mean, it can work for either one, I guess. Fuck it. Screw it. NVCN. Sorry. Damn, I'm getting tired. I'm just excited to wake up early tomorrow. Stocks are looking just as unpredictable as Texas weather. Was kind of expecting a dip in Fubo today. Do you think we'll continue to run? Yeah, it's so cold. That's probably why I'm not feeling well. It's because it's so cold. I'm not used to it being cold, and I always have the AC on. If you're familiar with Texas, it's always warm. I don't love it. Big resistance right here. Not a fan. Please take a look at SENS. Possible big winner. I believe it's already had a major run up since Anomics. Then they're having like the diabetic thing, right? Potentially. From my understanding, the tech isn't that great. So I think it's kind of like more hype than it really is. Looks strong, bull flag, but I don't trade these patterns, guys. I don't trade the tops. You know, that's not what we do. QS, QuantumScape. Guy in the group talked about this today. I remember he really liked these guys. Wait, was it QS or was it QCOM? Dang it, I don't remember. QuantumScape looks good too. This is a good play. Dangerous is right here though. This 58 range. That could be a big resistance, but still looks good. Hyliion. Okay, so I'm due to make a Hyliion video. They were like one of the best stocks of January for us. I'm due to make a video on them. So let me go over my thoughts on Hyliion. So there was a lot of questions about this company, and with all EVs, I have a lot of doubts, right? With trading a lot of them.
But with Hyliion, I really liked them because their niche is, you know, trucks, commercial vehicles for like moving stuff and like work trucks, stuff like that, 18 wheelers. So it was interesting that that was their niche, right? Second, the concern here was the battery, right? This is where we were wondering how could they maintain high quality batteries for long distance and not have to constantly recharge based on the payload and stuff like that. So the news today or yesterday, this was very promising news on the stock. Basically, they stated they're working on the main problem or concern with the company, right? So new design features advanced cooling technology, which is great for the battery, right? Enable battery life, higher charging rates, improve safety. So the cooling, that's massive for the long, because these are long distance. You're trucking, like it's a long distance, you know, huge payload. So those are going to be really heating up. Redesigned battery module features industry leading Toshiba LTO battery. This is good. This is really, really good. So the battery can be recharged in under 8 minutes. Is unprecedented charge time compared to other EV battery solutions. The new model designs the operating temperature of cells, allowing for safer operating environment. So like this was the main concern of overheating, potential fires, you know, combustion, create the bad stuff, right? When it comes to hot, like doing these crazy, like massive loads, hauling and stuff. So that's the dangerous part. But this just gave me hope on the company. This is what we want to see. Like, are companies attacking the big issues? Are they like, what are they focusing on? So because we haven't really heard any news about growth or, you know, products or anything with Hyliion. So that's why I kind of backed off and wasn't trading them or didn't buy at those local lows, was because they weren't addressing the issues. But now they're addressing the issues, so I like this a lot. And if it comes back down below like $16, it's a strong buy for the long term portfolio. But yeah, so make sure you hit that like button, guys. Really do appreciate the like and love support. Jason Goodman in Texas too. Yeah, I'm in Houston, like South Houston. If you caught the move yesterday, 10 baggers, uh, in San Antonio. So yeah, the 80 degrees, and then this drop. Yeah, it was pretty cold. Can't keep my eyes open anymore. But thanks for doing these live, answering questions. Just watching you a few days ago. Awesome. Happy Chad. FRX has huge potential. I know you don't like workout companies, but they have some solid players on their team through a merger. So, yeah, I don't like these workout companies just because I see the long term. I don't see them succeeding long term because I just based on myself. So it's hard to say. It's really cheap. Like that $11, really cheap. Let's see what's come down more. If it comes down to like around $10 just to buy, you know what I mean? Like there's like no risk on these SPACs buying that low. So at that point, you love to see it. How do you find stocks? Looking all day long. You know, Ehang, great company. Ehang is a great company. No one's talking about them. They continue to go up. They literally don't stop going up. They've been going up since November nonstop. They literally don't stop. It's a drone company if you don't know, not focused on America. The one that's focused on America is UAVS. So it's worth noting. Blue Horseshoe company like UAME. I don't even know what UAME is. I see a lot. It's a lot of hype on it. I don't like trading the hype stuff, guys. It's not my thing. You know, it's not what I do. I don't like trading hype. FRX, I just can't get behind them. Even if it's not getting a long short, it's still good. Once the merge happens in a couple months, it'll be a game changer. I don't think it's gonna be a game changer. That's kind of crazy. But like close to $10, there's no risk. There's like low risk. Sorry, not no risk, but there's very low to no risk at $10 just because that's the basement price of SPACs. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. It really helps the channel. Large molecule cancer drugs could very well fast tracked by the FDA in coming months. Luke, so that's where I trust you already. Well, don't trust me, you know. Do your own due diligence behind every trade, my guy. But I'm glad you like the channel. Okay, so let's answer a few of these questions. These are some good questions at the bottom. Someone said, "How do I find my stocks?" And then, "What are your favorite patterns?" What else did someone say? I thought I saw another one. So before I answer that question, he was asking about therapeutics. Luke J was asking about therapeutics. I'm not huge on therapeutics because fundamentally you're hoping on like a lot of FDA stuff for that big move, right? And I don't like that play. Like, I mean, I've had my share of those plays, but it just never plays out quite like I want. Jesse Kane, known you for 3 weeks and have had the pleasure of watching you backstep everything you've said on 80% of your stock picks. Looks like this is where to come for where and not. Huh? What does that mean? And not to invest? I don't know how I backed out of anything I've said. What are you talking about? Please, and I like, if I'm like misleading in any way, I really do want to like, clear the air or like I'll admit I'm wrong. I think I've shown that plenty of times. So if I've said anything wrong, please like put it in the channel. I try to be 100% transparent. Open door, it's at a local highs. Don't love it at this area. Where we bought in on the group was at this range here when they announced the public offering at $27 and it dumped down to 26. It was a clear, easy money buy. Repeating comprehension is hard. I don't get what you mean. My reading comprehension is hard. I don't get what you talk English though. Do you not speak? I'm not being mean. Do you not? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, the FDA just increased their rate of approvals and favorable designations by 2-3 times. Yeah, I know. I agree, Luke. I agree. It says I think that everyone has their niches in trading, and some people just don't touch certain things. I don't like to touch therapeutics. All my friends that trade with me, all my colleagues, a lot of them trade therapeutics. I don't. Like, it's just the thing that I can't touch. So that's just me though. Like, you know what I mean? Like guys, I'm not perfect. I have faults. There's things that I struggle with, right? And therapeutics are just where I struggle. That is like if I'm trading a therapeutic, it's not because I liked it. It's because one of my friends gave me some great fundamentals behind it and was pretty positive. And even then, I'm not going into that. One of my favorite patterns, I'm not a huge pattern trader. It's not like I'm not trading on head and shoulders or diamonds or cup and handles or anything like that. Like, I have a pattern book I've pretty much read. This is probably one of the best pattern books. It's pretty big. It's like I call it the pattern Bible. You can see it. It's Japanese candlesticks charting techniques. The second edition, it was like $30 on Amazon. Super in depth though. Like super in depth. I remember when I first got into trading, I read it a lot. But I'm not crazy big into it, so. But I'm always trying to find a way to get, better. So I definitely think reading and stuff is super healthy and good for you, like long term. So I like hamburgers. My girl likes salad. Dude, this Tyler dude is so random. What was the battery company name? What do you mean? What battery company? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm holding you. I have some UVXY also. I don't know what battery company you're talking about. I was talking about Hyliion. That's not a battery company. It's an EV company. So yeah. Any other stock picks you guys want me to look at? Just keep posting them, guys. As long as you stay active, I'll stay live. I don't mind. I'll be up. The only downside of OnTX is the CEO is a great researcher, but an idiot CEO when it comes down to dealing with FDA. Yeah, that's no bueno. If you don't trade patterns, then what do you use to trade? I use. Sorry, man. It's like I'm congested. I use the VWAP, my pivot indicator, and then I use OBV, and then basically just following to see. Mainly price action. Price action is my favorite thing in the world to use. You see Rivian going public soon? Yes, in the Discord we were talking about that the other day, and we believe they're going to go with IPOF, but it's speculative, so be careful. Until he gave up on his last drug, pouring superiority. AAPL. Apple, it's a big cap. They're doing pretty bad. Highest I see them going is like 136. Maybe they go to like 137, but I haven't loved them. Fang has just been meh. Yeah, no problem, Luke. I try to answer many people. If I ever miss your comment, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I just didn't see it or just skipped over an accident. Snow. Love day trading snow. Long term, don't trade snow. Probably coming down to the downside. Cake. What is cake? Cheesecake Factory. Looks decent. Looks like decent upside, to be honest, but I don't love the company. I don't see crazy reward there. FRSX Forsyth. It's a cool company. Like them. It's a long-term pick, though. I think this is a decent buying area. It's just, like I said, long-term, you're grabbing it. Forget about it. It's not the short-term. Do you know anything about DSS? I do not. So, if you have a stock you want me to look at, you want me to like to research, I literally, this is what I do in my free time. This is what I do for fun. Because it helps me make content, helps me make money. So that's what I like to do. So what you should do, if you want me to look at your stock, there's two ways you should do it. The first way is, it's an okay way. I might see it, I might not. So come over to my channel. Just click on my channel. Come over here, go to community. And then the first one is right here. So comment a stock you want me to research. I have some downtime. I posted this like a day ago. So just comment whatever stock. Just put the ticker and just tell me what they do. Short, one sentence about them. That's it. The end. The best way if you really want me to look at your stock, I promise I will read them. I don't play around. This is what I do. If you email me the stock ticker and something that they do, just little tiny smidge of what they do, I swear I'll research them. I promise. Any BTC prediction now? 50K. I think 50K by Sunday night. Yep, 50K. Do you see NMGRF hitting $5 and more now that they got good to go? Yes, they're gonna do. NMGRF is gonna be huge. God, I'm telling you. Only graphite mine in North America. Every EV needs graphite. Think of the scale of clean energy. The graphite's gonna be huge. It's huge. I appreciate it, Razam. I appreciate it. Check out Block. What is Block? It's a blockchain company. I'm not touching it. I don't know what this company is. I hate the chart. It's just too gappy. Can't do anything with it. Let's play a game. I put a 5K and do the same moves you do, and we just see what happens. Set stop losses and F it. You can join the Discord. DM me in the Discord. I don't mind. CPRX. At Home is opening 40 new stores. That's a bold move. I don't really like At Home. I know what the company is. I don't love it so much. BNGO is killing. BNGO is killing. Yeah, BNGO. It looks really strong. So this is actually like best. This was best case scenario for BNGO. So, like I mentioned in the video, we got that initial push up, right? We got the got that initial push up, retested, and pushed straight up. Now we're coming back down to test this support. It looks like we're gonna get another push up. I'm looking at 15.5 for BNGO. Bro, what's your thoughts on Solo, the third wheel EV hitting the West Coast? Yeah, I don't know nothing about them. Let's say out of Lucid, Workhorse, and Hyliion, and those are kind of the ones, the SPAC deals ish. I think Solo is my least exciting one. Workhorse could be a really big play if they get the USPS contract. But that's really wishful thinking. TXMD, someone asked about them earlier. Don't know anything about them. Therapeutic company, really don't like them. Probably downside to 174. ZSAN. I hate pharma companies. It looks okay. I don't like the chart. Do you think AFA will rise in the future? In the future, probably short term, next week, maybe even a month. These cannabis stocks look like they want to come down. Very risky plays at this moment. I appreciate all the guys. Make sure you hit the likes. I appreciate it in advance. So do appreciate all the love support. like down and Diet Coke's probably not good. Can you take a look at UAME, Minerals Co. with exclusive rights and resources? I think it's like I think they're gold. No, I don't know. Okay, so I don't really care for this company. Lots of hype behind them. I understand that. If we're looking at mineral companies or metals or whatever, so number one is NMGRF. I understand this is not a mineral company; it's a graphite company. And then the big name I like, MP, my favorite overall, safest play probably as well. Got an initial push. We entered and made the video at this green line. We pushed up. Now getting a little retest. I like this upside here. Really short term, I think lithium plays do well going into next week. Holding support, I think we get a push up. I was thinking of loading up on Zomedica and selling before FDA approval. Would that be the best way? I don't know what they have for FDA approval, to be honest. Do you think Tilray bounce back short term? Not really. I don't think so. Those are really sketchy plays. Be careful. OGI, don't love it. I made a video on OGI, Sundial, and High Tide. I tell you which one I think is the best one. Keep posting your stocks. I'll keep going over them. Give me a sec though. I'm gonna take like a 5-second break, 5-minute break. Okay. Watch an ad. Be right back. Like and subbed and alerts. I feel like you're more trustworthy than. I appreciate it, Rilla. Appreciate it. Rare field tennis. I don't know what you said. It's hard because I know there's a delay here, so that's a struggle. So seeing some of this. Hey man, been liking the analysis. What's the Discord? I think the Discord link should be below. I put it on there yesterday, so it keeps messing up though. That's the worrisome part. NTRR. I don't know nothing about those guys. AABB. Sundial's going down, I think. I've mentioned a lot. Sundial's not looking good. Asia interesting company. Interesting. Plug. Discord should be down below. CCIV. I made a video on them the other day. Way to watch the ad. No, I mean, you can skip through the ad. I don't care. Like, just click skip. It doesn't affect. I don't think it affects me. I don't care. I got a 32-minute ad. That's hilarious. Who watches a 32? Who makes a 32-minute ad? Who would sit? That is insane. I wonder how much I get paid if you watch that. That's like I better get paid like $5. This looks good. Asia Broadband. I need to look more into the company, but it looks really strong. That is. Do you think Doge hitting $1? No, I don't think Doge is hitting $1. It's insane. INDV. I like the company. I like it. I got in. I think I'm like, I don't want to say this because people are going to think I'm cocky or whatever, but so I'm not going to say it. But I like this stock a lot. Basically, they work privately with companies for marketing and they use data analytics and AI. But their AI system is really cool because it's similar like to Facebook's when it's patented. I don't want to say it's better than Facebook has like one of the best ads that there is. Ads like software. So I mean like it's hard to compare it to that. But overall, I like what they do. And they're constantly tweaking and adjusting it. So I do love this software here. Awesome Swissy. I'm happy, man. But yeah, I like this company a lot. I like them a lot. Like, love them. Are silver plays dead for now over after hype? No, I like silver a lot. No, I love silver. So the play, in my opinion, is a breakup. Buy the retest. This is what we're gonna buy. You know, actually, I'm sorry. So this is the support. I'm like that's clear. That's a mistake. Get a breakup. Buy the retest around that line, and it's gonna break back up. What stock do you recommend Tuesday? LAC, Lithium Americas Corp. I like them a lot Tuesday. Great things. I have some shares. Awesome. I like them a lot. So Any graphite non-OTC stocks we're looking at? Well, there's other graphite companies, but I like NMGR because they focus only on graphite, and they're the only graphite mine in North America. So it's like a double win there. So they only do that. So I love them. My daughter had a video up in the TV with a 3.5 hour, and it was literally a whole soccer game. I don't spend that much time on YouTube, to be honest. I don't watch any other people. I would say the only other stock YouTuber I watch is maybe Dead Inside sometimes. He has really good content, like super good long term content. But you have to be careful with some of those plays. Not that he pump and dumps them, but like there's so many people that follow him that his stocks pump and dump. It's so scary, but great analysis. IDEX opinions long term, I like them. Just got some Sundial 2-4 in predictions. I think Sundial still has room to go down, but I mean not the worst entries possible. What if dog gets capped? What does capped mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Hi, can you just give me a quick overview about Sundial? Just tuned in. Sure, I'll give a little overview on Sundial. So, I'm sorry if you got into it now. So, this is why I recommend having the notifications turned on the channel. Like, the past 2 days, I've been really, like, pumping out some decent content. This ties into Sundial, so bear with me. Now, I've been doing a lot of lives, but I'm going to cut the lives off. I'm not doing lives in the morning anymore. I am definitely getting distracted when I'm doing it. I can't focus. So I'm not doing the live show in the morning anymore. That's over with. Only at night. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, the past few videos, I'm not doing AMC updates anymore. Just I'm tired of doing those. But I'm really focusing on some key plays and buys. So like APXTs, and I'm going to go over these here in a sec so you can see where they're at now. CPSH, obviously killing it. APXT, doing very well too. BNGO, you know how that's doing as well. Sundial, this was funny. I said next stop $3, and we were at $2, and we went to $4 the next day. Neo doing very good. This was about $57, $58, and now we're bumping up to 62, and we bumped to 64 since then. Nokia, I have a position in this. This is a little tricky just because how their CEO is talking. Their CEO, like, they do well in earnings, and then their CEO is like, oh yeah, they suck. Like, we probably won't do good this. I'm like, what are you talking? You're like the worst. So, MP doing very well. Like, so these are all plays that, like, you know, man, like they're these are great plays, and so you definitely have room to really, you know, get in these. Penny stock will double at this range. This is when I was talking about Sundial, and I was making Sundial videos like crazy. I had 1, 2, 3 in 1 week. And this was at $1.10, $1.12, guys. Short squeezed to $4 1 week ago. And everyone was like, it's not a short squeeze, yada yada yada. It's funny. Sundial stock will 3 to 4x, huge news. I mean, I kept saying it, and it went off. So I recommend having the notifications on because I'm posting these videos. Just food for thought. So back to Sundial. So this is when I was making the videos all throughout this time here, and then we shot up. But I mentioned in the video, if we get the volatile move up, you need to be careful because high possibility with to get a volatile move up, we get a hard rejection back down. So keep that in mind. APXT, please. I just made a video on them as well, so don't be too lazy. Go watch the video if you really want to get some analysis there. Looks strong. This is where we bought it at the 1464. Pushed above the monthly and stayed above it. It's ping-ponged here. It looks like we're going to get some upside going into next week. 15.6 to maybe like 15.7 range next test. Love it. Everything is going on with Neo. Neo's going to push to new highs, I think. I love it. Neo's great. I have some call options open on it right now. I love it. Oh, yeah, on Dogcoin? Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I mean, it's like a worthless coin. It's worthless, literally. Have you already went over Zom? Yeah, I can go over it again. I don't care. Double top, but we went over this morning. We noticed that it's making higher lows. Broke below, but it's still trending sideways above the VWAP. Looks strong, but I don't love it. The OBV has room to go up as well, so those all look pretty positive. I have not heard anything on those, Nick. Sorry. TNSP and Humble. Lots of hype. I know I haven't heard anything on those. Shotgun and beer for the boys. Dude, I don't feel good. I don't drink, though, to be honest. I really don't drink. There's no risky plays, Matteo. Matteo, what is Matteo saying? Thoughts on Neo now. DraftKings. DraftKings, I think down. I think it has some bearish stuff going on with it. This does look bullish, so we're gonna get another push up, but we pretty much shorted from 63 all the way down to like 60 flat. Is where we got out. Husa, I don't know what Husa is. Husa. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. It really helps the channel, so I appreciate all the love and support. So like, I really do appreciate it. Like, I'm trying to do as much free content as possible. So Husa, I don't love it. I mean, it's trending sideways, slow gradual growth, doesn't look bad. Holding this high as well, so that looks good, but it's kind of sketchy. If I super chat you $100, you have to shotgun. I probably still won't. I really like don't drink. I swear. Did I see you in a dog food commercial? I wish I was a dog food model. Tesla recover dropped to 750. It's below a big resistance. Seems like a pump and dump action takes place in pre and after. So if you risk buying those, you better be glued to your screen. It'll be dumped. What's your preferred trading app provider? I use E-Trade, but that's because E-Trade was just what my friends were using when I switched over, and so they're like, it's fine, it works good, it's better than Robinhood and Webull at that time. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over there. And then I got my account upgraded to level 2 because I had over 25k in it at one point. So that was nice. So now I got unlimited day trade. So that's the account that I'm doing the 1 to 10k challenge in, which I don't know how long the 1 to 10k is gonna take. It could take a long time. I really want to see 5k. 5k in like a month and a half would be awesome. Bitcoin too. Okay, you're one of those. I don't know what to say about Bitcoin, and like obviously Bitcoin has more value than dog. Can you talk about DraftKings the next 2 weeks? Next 2 weeks, I think it's overpriced. Honestly, I don't know about 2 weeks, but the short term, I think it's way overpriced. I think it's still hyped up from the Super Bowl. I think we need to get a touch like 54.81, 54.90 range. What do you think of GSAT? Bought some at $2 calls. What do you think about the chart? I can look. I don't know nothing about the company. A lot of hype around them, though. I know that everyone global. I keep hearing about this company. I keep reading on it too. I forget what they do. Getting a push. Watch out for a double top though. I don't like the chart though. Thanks for live chat. Have a nice weekend. Have a good one, Brandon. Not sure if you hit up BNN yet. Denison Mines, I think, right? Yeah. Mines are a hot play right now. I just don't know nothing about these guys. I need to look up more information. It's already ran up a lot. Do they make you wait a day or two when you fund the account for when you day trade for money to settle? Okay, so no, they don't. So, but let's say let's say I have $500 in my account, right? And I day trade $500. Okay, I put all. Let's say let's just say in a perfect world, the option costs 500 on the dot. And then I get the 500. They'll give me the 500. So let's say I get out the same day. They'll give me the 500 back. Now I can use that money. They'll give me the 500 back. So let's say I make 750 now. So I made a 50% return on that option. So does that make sense? So I did one trade in the morning already, right? 500 came back 50% profit. I'm at 750. Now if I put that money back into the market and take it out again in the same day, they will flag my account because I did 2 day trades in one day on unsettled cash. If I don't have enough funds in the account to cover it. Does that make sense? But let's say I did. So stay with me. So say I have $1,000 in my account and I do a $500 trade. I do another, and so I take it back out and I make 750, right? I'm at 750. So I'm at $1,250. I'm at $1,250 now, right? And then I do another $500 trade and I take that one out. That won't count against me because I had $500 left in my account, so that 500 could still cover. Now if I do another one after that, it'll take a hit and mark my account. So I hope this makes sense. That's hard to understand though. I know I'm bad at explaining stuff. How long did it take you to feel confident reading stocks? Oh man, wow. I was 18. I was about 18 and a half, like a little over 18. I've been doing it for 5 years now. So a little over 5. To really feel confident full time. I would say 4 years. 4 years. Yeah. Because that's why I wasn't focused on YouTube and stuff like that. I wasn't confident enough, I don't think, to really do all this content and to be able to get exposed, You know, because you can. I mean, there's people that want to expose me at all times. So yeah. CNBC commercial doppelganger. Get some rest. See you in the Tuesday morning. Who do I look like? I'm curious now. Vanguard restricted me. Moved to TG Ameritrade. Bought 5K options with expiration 2 weeks. You should do the same. DKNG. Dang, that's what I did. You're one of those. Are you going to provide any other insight? Then it's a worth coin. Is that all you got? No, I'm not being mean, Connor. I just don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I can't like give any insight because like, but I can't give any insight on any of like any of the altcoins because it's just dangerous. Like the thing that's keeping it afloat is like the celebrities talking about it. I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. I might have came across as a douchey. But I don't like it. It's just super risky. You know what I mean? It's kind of like AMC GameStop vibes, you know? So it's scary. Much respect for what you do at your age. Wish I was smart at that age. I did a lot of stupid stuff to get here though too. So yeah. Down 1K from AMC. Thinking about taking that 300 having it and putting it into CCIV or LTC. So even though let it say what do you think happens. So I think you're still going at Joey Risco. I think you're still going. I think you're still going in the route of I need to make money really quick. I need to trade hype. And that's a dangerous route, and that's probably why you get into trouble with AMC. So I think you should evaluate what your goals are, and what your time length on your goals. So that's what I think there. It's a dangerous mentality to have. I want more Coke. Any other stock picks? I'm kind of getting tired. Kind of want to just like watching TV to be honest. You check out AUVI? Sure. Junior. Really beat up. Probably has more downside. Don't love it. Sorry, man. Bad chart. JRD CTRM. I can look at it. Super hyped up. It's like a shipping company. I think that's downside. I don't know nothing about them, but it's a shipping company. I don't know. Weird. You think Roku can reach 50p this week? Roku. So the guy who's my partner, he trades Roku a lot. I think it's gonna be bullish. Yeah, I think it's gonna be strong. I am very bullish. Come on, Roku. I think Roku has a strong week. All-time high push probably. Nick Selper, 23 and into this. I wish I started sooner. Sort of follow the hype. It's not a dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous following hype. You know what I mean? But if you come into it like I need to make money quick, that's the dangerous part. But once you start coming to the reality of like, I just want to see gains. I want to just like, you know, actually, if you want to learn, you really want to start getting into it. I mean, like, just find companies that you see value in, and ultimately you'll probably do well. That's why I tell everyone I know. Like, if you're just getting into it, don't even think about options. Don't think about making a ton of money. Just start putting money into stocks you really like fundamentally. You know what I mean? And then you get more. So I think you're fine. How much capital do you need to become a full-time day trader as an 18-year-old? I don't think the capital is the question to really start. It's when can you become how can you be successful with your money? Can you manage the risk? Can you manage the emotions? Because that's the part there. That's the problem. So, but I could give you $10,000, and if you can't manage risk or you can't handle your emotions, you'll probably lose it all. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. Flying Soul 500. Yeah, high possibility. Yeah, it could reach. It could go above 500. To be honest, it's crazy. Connor, I'll come back to your statement on the Daytona car thing. See charm Reddit. Looks like that's like that. I'm not a Reddit dude. I'm not a Reddit guy. Only Reddit I would look at is track stocks. Solid Reddit. BNGO, it's killing it, guys. Killing it. I mean, I've made a video on it. I'm targeting 15.5. Already made the video. If you watched the video, you got in around 11.6. If you didn't watch the video, I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, C-Trend was alright, then Reddit caught its eye. What's your goal for day trading amount of money per day if you had unlimited money? I don't think the question or answer would be per day. That's like a bad way to look at it. Because then you're setting yourself up for failure. Because you're gonna have bad days. Like, you know what I mean? I have bad weeks. That's like a super solid statement. Like, understanding that you're gonna have bad days and weeks is the big just of it. You know what I mean? So that's hard to say. It's real. I think percent growth is everything, but I don't like to let my options account get too big. After it gets to a certain point, I just take money out, pay myself, and then put it in the LLC, or I reinvest into stock, like long term. Yeah, to get the money, fast mentality in my account. Went down 2K and now I just doing consolidating stocks and recovered and hit 100% return in my. That's awesome, dude. Flying Soul, awesome job. What do you think about Shift, SFT? I don't know. True when you trade and not to trade. Would you get a put on Tesla? No, I would not ever get a put on Tesla. I will probably never bet against Elon Musk. That's crazy. That's wild. So it's a hard thing to do. What about Sense? Not a huge fan. I'm trying to catch up. REI? Man, it sounds super familiar. No, it's not familiar. Consolidating doesn't look bad. I'll wait till Tuesday. It looks solid. Should see a massive run up. SFT. What is SFT? Sounds like a pillow company. Shift Technologies. Doesn't look bad. Looks solid. Just seen a massive run up. I hate trading stocks that have these massive runs up. $12 would be the target though there. I just went over REI. How many subs are we at? I think I got some subs from this actually. Six 400, it's not bad. With smaller portfolios, a better spread for long term, or try to build up with shorter trades. Man, it's hard to say. That's hard to say. That's really hard to say. Tilray Africa, I don't like any either one of them. Watch Cecil Hotel before bed on Netflix. What is Cecil Hotel? Maybe I will. I'm not gonna look at any more picks, guys. I'm pretty bored and tired, and I'll be on tomorrow for sure doing a live. I have like multiple videos I'm pumping out tomorrow. I didn't post that many today. So I'll probably post a lot tomorrow night. So I'll pump out like probably, hopefully I'll make about 4 or 5 videos tomorrow, and then I have another one that need to come out. So maybe like potentially 6. That's a lot of videos. I think people get upset. That's the so don't bet against Elon. Yeah, I would never. But I'll think about how many I'm gonna post tomorrow. I don't know. If I post them during the day though, I feel like they don't get any views. So I have to post them at night. So we'll see how that goes. But if you have any requests, just like I said, do the email or post them in the comment section on the community. If you want me to do any requests, because I'll be looking at a lot of stocks. So under community, under here, right here, you go to this right here, comment. Any stock I'm gonna look at, just put it here, and I'll start researching it as we go. But I'm gonna go to bed. I'm dead. I'm so tired. Thanks for staying up with me. Appreciate it, guys.